Hey everybody, welcome to the inaugural edition of the Brickside Review, your show for the best in licensed Legos, Mega Bloks, and Creo. And this is our first episode, so let me give you a little bit of background on what we're going to do and what this whole review show is going to be about. I have another channel called My After School Toys, where we do nothing but review 80s toys. You can go check us out at After School Toys channel. We love reviewing 80s toys, and I love doing Legos, and I put some Lego reviews on there, but they weren't from the 80s, and I kind of felt like we could have our own channel. But there's a lot of cool Lego channels out there that do great reviews already, like Brick Queen and the Lego Show and the Brick Show, which is one of my favorites. They're great. But I thought we could take a chance to give a second opinion on some of these sets, but only doing the licensed ones. Why only the licensed ones? Well, first of all, they're expensive, and you might want a second opinion before you go out and shell out 60, 70, 80, 100, 150 bucks on a set. And also, they're the coolest in my opinion. Things like Ninja Turtles, which we're about to look at right now, these are 80s franchises that have been brought back and being revamped and put into Lego form, and they're awesome. So you can look forward to Star Wars, Ninja Turtle, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. If it's licensed and it's from Lego, we're going to probably do it. Okay? So let's first look at the Shellraiser Street Chase from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Lego set 79104, 620 pieces, and it comes with 5 minifigures. Okay, let's take a look at the Shellraiser van, and we're going to start off with the minifigures. So we'll start off here with the Krang. You can see this is a nice little minifigure with the Krang inside. He does come with a blaster cannon here, robot face, and then on the back he does have a little jetpack here, made out of a little binocular build, and some robot printing on the back, as well as the glasses version on the head. Nice little minifigure there. Then we have Dog Pound with his big arm that is movable, covered in spikes. He does have the curly tail here. And a printed on mouth, which I wish was hinged, but I understand that's a lot of expense for Lego, so it's kind of cool just the way it is. And then his chest, rather than just being printed on, is actually molded right there. There's printing on the legs. And that's Dog Pound. Very cool minifigure with a lot of detail. Next we have our Foot Soldier. Comes with a gold katana. This one is in brown pants, as opposed to some of the ones we're getting in the Lego sets that have black. He does have a sheath printed on his back for his katana. Very cool figure. And then we have Michelangelo with a cool facial pose here with his tongue out. Now this Michelangelo in this set does not come with nunchucks. He comes with a little chain with a spike on it, which we'll see in a little bit. But he does have a removable shell. Oops, just took off his legs. A removable shell like the other ones. And he does have shell printing on the back. And the belt around his shell does match up with the one printed on his uniform. So that's very cool. There's Michelangelo. And then we have Leonardo. Comes with katanas and a very aggressive expression on his face. He is ready to fight. He's got the cross straps in the back. And then, of course, printing on the legs as well. There's Leonardo. Okay, let's get to the pizza delivery van here that comes with the set. Now, this is Dog Pound's vehicle. He sits right inside here. Pretty simple little build, but still kind of cool. It's got the pizza delivery signs on the top, and it does have a little Lego symbol there. It has a Pizzarama sign on it, and then the I Love New York sticker on the back. And then you open it up, and inside you have 2 barrels of ooze. You can see right there, and those fit nicely right inside. Just a simple little build, but it really is a cool little delivery truck, especially if you're doing some Lego City stuff and you want to put a pizza truck inside of it. This would work perfectly. Alright, and then this is the thing we really care about. That's the Shellraiser van. Now, first, my opinions on this thing were not all that great on how it looked. The tires are kind of wonky, and I don't know, I just kind of expected it to be like the original, but this is the one based on the new series, and there are some different things in it. So let's talk about the front first here. The front of the Shellraiser van has a little roller here, like this. Could be used to knock over figures, I guess, while it's driving. It's got some armored plating. It does have its little snap-on lights here. And then on the side, it has a fold-down storage spot for the weapons. Let me pull this off here. Now this is what Michelangelo kind of has. It's like a little chain connected to a spike. And then I just went ahead and put in some extra katanas that came with it, so then that fits down inside. And then that'll fold up just like that. And then on the other side here, we have another foldable panel that opens up. And this little part right here flips down, turns into a little computer, just like that. So that's kind of a cool little feature. And then underneath, of course, is the orange skateboard, and you really do need the set if you want to get all the colored skateboards for all of the different turtles. And then that just kind of snaps on to the side right there. Alright, let me scoot this down just a bit so we can get a better look at the van. There we go, perfect. Okay, my disappointment in this van. Let's take off the top here for just a second. There just really is not a lot going on inside, and that's kind of sad. I understand they need room to put minifigures and stuff. There is a little bit of a console in the back here, and then there's a little bit of one back here, but just, I guess I was hoping for some more stuff inside. There is spots for 4 turtles to be put in, and really when you fold up the sides, because they fold inward, there really just isn't a lot of room inside to put stuff, so I understand that. But it would have been neat to have, I don't know, maybe some middle console or something, but still a minor complaint about the set. Alright, so we'll put that back on here, and we will put on the lid, the top, just like that. And talk about these wheels. Now this is a little crazy. These wheels will slide up just like that. Just like that. I'll slide them up on the other side. Nah, I don't know what the purpose is of that. Maybe to make it into a submarine, but underneath you have train wheels. Like this. And that is actually what the van rolls on. And it rolls a lot smoother on these wheels than it does on the big outer wheels. I just was not a fan of that. But that's okay, because when the wheels go down, the van still looks pretty cool. So we'll just keep the wheels down on it. I think that's the best mode. Alright. Now, with most vehicles, my biggest complaint is there's not a lot of room for playability for the minifigures. You know, you just don't have a lot of play room to put them. But on this set, up at the top, you have a lot of pegs, so you can put on your Leonardo, and you can put on your foot soldier, and you can have a battle on top of the van, just like that. Put your Krang over here. So there is room for a battle on top. It's kind of a neat area for playability. Otherwise, you're just going to have to set Krang to the side like you do with some sets, and it's kind of better to have him incorporated, especially if you're going to display it. So that's kind of a neat feature. And then, of course, on top here, we have the cannon. There's some subtlety to this cannon that really gets overlooked. This piece here is made out of a garbage can, which, you know, you talk about the turtles living in the sewer, making a cannon out of garbage can. That sounds like something Donatello would do. But the fact that it's all red, it kind of gets lost in the color of the cannon, unfortunately. So it would have been neat if it was green or blue, another color. Again, small complaint. It does pivot nicely. It does rotate. And then it does have a firing cannon. And to keep with the whole theme of Ninja Turtles, it would have been cool if this was a boxing glove or a pillow or something on here. But nevertheless, it's cool. And I'm going to turn it this way. We'll fire it at our Brickside Review sign. Like this. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that thing launches. Okay, so it shoots far. That is for sure. Let's put it back in here. So what are the reviews on the Shellraiser? Is it worth the price point of $60 to buy this thing? Yes, it's 60 bucks. Well, you get 605 pieces. 620 pieces, excuse me. If you go by 10 cent per brick count, it's worth it, just on the price alone. You get 5 minifigures. You get the cool Dog Pound minifigure with all of its sculpting. You get the crane figure. You get a lot of weapons. You get the pizza delivery truck, which is, like I said, great for city sets if you're making them. So yeah, I actually think it's worth the $60 price. Seemed a little high at first. You put it together, it's a fun build. It's got movable parts, things that launch, and 5 minifigures. So it's worth it, and this is on my buy list for sure. So that's our review for the Shellraiser Turtle Van. I hope you liked it, and we've got many, many more to come. So join us next time on Brickside Review.